So why is your marketing efforts not working? My name is Esther Tanez from the Journey of an Entrepreneur, and we're back. And I apologize, we're running a little late. We had some technical issues. So marketing is key for a successful business. There's no way to grow a business without people knowing about you. So understanding that marketing is key to get people to know who you are and what you do and what you service, there's a couple of things you need to know. Statistically, it is said that it takes 4 minutes when you're doing a presentation. The first 4 minutes if that person wants to do business with you or not. Isn't that amazing? 4 minutes of them listening. We're going to learn later on that the listening is not really rational. It's not something that you can pinpoint. It's a lot of behind the scenes, and we'll go into that in a second. 75% of the people make a decision on just title. So if you put a email blast or texting, or you do a print ad, your headline, 75% of the people make a decision in the first 3 seconds by just reading the headline. So testing your headlines are key, and we'll talk about that as well. In a commercial, in a TV commercial, it takes about 3 to 4 seconds, or in a YouTube video, 3 to 4 seconds, do they want to listen to it or not? Some of you might be disconnecting as we speak. So when they say that it's not rational, it's all of our unconsciousness that makes that decision, whether you're comfortable with the person who's in front of you, whether you want to do business with that person, whether they ooze trust, do they ooze knowledge. And there's 4 types of personality. We've talked about that in the past, that they need to feel connected. Now, how does that happen? What makes them decide? Well, unconsciously, we have certain things that we react to because it comes from our childhood, how we were raised, where we were raised, what religion, our country, etc. There's a lot of things that just comes in. We're conditioned every day from the moment that you're born. All the experiences that you have, they determine whether or not they want to do business with you. And it's unconscious. It's not that the person is analyzing, it consciously. So perception, where does perception come from? Where did they develop it? Attitudes, are you open? Are you friendly? Are they comfortable with that? Are you too friendly? Are you too serious? So the attitudes that you have and the attitudes that the other person have also make a decision onto when would they like to do business with you. Associations, beliefs, opinions, interference, conclusion, all of that comes into play, and it's in seconds that our mind does it, and you're not aware of it. You come into a place and you're sizing the place up. Whether if you're going to a restaurant, is it clean? Does it smell good? Are the waiters friendly? If you're going into an office, is it organized? Does it smell good? Is the receptionist friendly? Are the people there warm? You're going into a church. Is it too religious? Not too religious? It's all of that happens unconsciously, and they make a decision whether they want to do business with you. So marketing is key. It's starting to come all together. When we talked about in the beginning of building your business and deciding what was going to be the culture and the appearance and the style of your service and what products you're going to offer. And then we talked about target audience, right? And that's key when you're doing marketing. If you do not know who your target audience, then you don't know how to market to them. Knowing your target audience will dictate, well, what do I advertise at a football game? Because the people that I service the best watch a lot of football, and we have to be careful because football in Spanish means soccer. So do I do soccer, or do I do American football? Do I do baseball? Do I do tennis? Or my target audience like to play golf? My target audience like only high-end vehicles. They have $800,000 homes. Is that the client that's coming into my door? Whether you're a hair salon or a restaurant or whatever you are, you have to decide, well, who's coming into my door? Who stays? Who comes frequently? And who are they? So you have to study your demographics and their psychographics. And now we talked about demographics are the age, are they married, level of education, where do they live, There's all those details that are exacting and accurate. There's nothing to fumble. But the hard part is the psychographics, because the psychographic is what they think is needed. So, for example, there would be a group of women who are from a different social economics, who live in a certain area, who have a certain size of home, who themselves are highly educated. They will purchase things very differently than a different group of women who live in a different area, maybe a bigger size of home, size of family, different level of education. What triggers that group and what triggers this group is totally different. So understanding where they go shopping, who do they spend time with, what kind of education are they looking for, what types of car do they drive, will let you, when you're marketing, you get to choose, well, do I want to be in a channel that is a CNBC or a CNN, or do I want to be in a channel that's like more Bravo, So you understand, you start to you have to study who you're servicing, and what do they watch, and where do they go, and where do they shop, and why do they shop that way, so that when you're doing your marketing, it's effective. You see? So when we started, we talked about the logo and the slogan and the appearance and the culture and the manual operations and the style of service and all of that. It's all coming together, because marketing, then it decides, well, really, who am I servicing? And how does that relationship go well? Is it a smooth relationship? Is it a hard sale? Does my customer need extra attention? So knowing that, it makes a difference. Now, when we first start, and I did this myself, we think we can service everybody. We say, insurance. Everybody needs insurance. I think every family needs if you have a car, you can get a car insurance with me. If you have an apartment, I can get you renters. If you have a motorcycle, I can insure your motorcycle. If you have a home, I can insure your home. So, yeah, but the reality is, no. Not everyone's going to be that comfortable with me. I don't know why, but the point is that the organization that you have, it's going to attract a certain group of people, and you have to study that people so that when you're advertising, you can market to more of them, and you're not losing money. So why isn't your marketing working? Because you're not targeting the group that responds to you. The group that is a very natural relationship. So with that being said, and of course I lost my spot, IBM did a study many years ago, and many of you already know, and they call it the IBM Blue. And they decided, or they did a study that they found out that a salesman was more effective if they wore a navy blue suit, a crispy white shirt, and a red tie. It gave the message of reliability, trustworthy, knowledgeable, and people responded well to that. Until today, it's still used. I'm not going to talk about politics, but Mr. Trump did a great job in marketing. He wore those colors over and over. Now, my theory, and this is not documented and it's not proven fact, my theory is because we grow up with the American flag. We see the flag as strength and power, freedom, and, trustworthy, and we stand by that. And I really think those three colors, people unconsciously have associated that when they see a salesman with a nice suit, or a woman with a nice blue suit, or, a red scarf and the white blouse and all of that. It gives them the trust that I can trust this person, it's unconscious. They're not even aware that those three colors work, and that combination of those three colors are effective. So IBM did study after study. I mean, they tried the brown suit, they tried all the colors, and it didn't work. Only that combination worked every single time. So Burger King uses those colors, McDonald's uses the colors, Wendy's uses those colors. If you notice, there's a lot of franchises and a lot of organizations that use those three combinations of colors because they realize that it's effective, that people unconsciously trust it. Now, you might meet someone and you hit it off, and they don't know why. But there's something about you, some energy that you have, something you said, the way you smile, the way you set your presentation, it connected to them. Or some people, there's 4 personalities, as you know, where there's a combination of those 4, but the main one is the person that likes their message quick and tell me what the results are going to be. That's me. And then the other one likes to know who you are, where you come from, and who do you know, and who have you serviced, and they want to know who the person is. The other person wants to know all about the product and, prove to me that this is a good product, and they want to know your knowledge, right? And then, of course, there's the one that is just super friendly. They just want to connect with you in every level. So there is all kinds of personalities, and if you have the personality that doesn't work for them, you might not be able to make a sale, not because your product is not good, but because you're not speaking the same language, so to speak. Not the English or the Spanish or the Portuguese language, but the language that they connect to, the understanding of that they feel understood by you. So marketing, you need to know who your target audience is. And so one of the suggestions are to do a questionnaire with your own customers who seem to come frequently, who you seem to work fluidly. And even if you're just starting a business, you want to start that questionnaire up front and find out where, what kind of perfumes, what's their favorite shapes, what colors they like, what kind of things do they connect to, maybe sports or maybe vacations, or what type of cars do they drive. All of that so that you can start to put a kind of an identity to that client that is ideal for you. Of course, we all want to sell to everybody. Why wouldn't we? Of course, I would love to be able to, every customer that walks in through my door, bang, I can sell it. I can connect to them, and I can make sure that that I have every client from every walk of life. But that's not how it works. It just doesn't work that way. So, understanding that category, understanding that you need to study who your target audience, and that you need to know who they are, and that you need to know what they're attracted to. And then also understanding, where are you going to market? Are you going to use a combination of email marketing and text and social media? Are you going to use print and television and networking? Are you going to use flyers and coupons? Or are you going to partner with other organizations? I have great relationship with certain attorneys and realtors and bankers because it's natural for them to refer me. So having that, and then knowing who do they service, and is that the same client that you would be able to service? See, marketing is a science. It's knowing who you can service properly, and who is more effective in the sale, and who is a profitable client for you. So today, my name is Esther Tanez. I'm trying to keep it short and simple. I'll see you next week with more of the system strategies and all the things that you need to do in your business to make it work fluidly and without you. That's the key. If you like, hit like. If not, just hit share or follow us on YouTube. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube. Have a fantastic day.